Madam Speaker, I rise today in strong support of the bipartisan anti-human trafficking bills being considered by the House today. We recently were reminded of the horrors of human trafficking as news reports broke from Nigeria that hundreds of schoolgirls had been kidnapped with the threat that they will be sold into slavery or marriage. These innocent young girls were simply trying to pursue an education and build a better life. While this problem may seem thousands of miles away, this horror is inflicted on millions of families every year, including here in the United States. The Department of Homeland Security estimates that more than 20 million men, women, and children are victims of human trafficking around the world, and that more slaves exist today than at any other time in history. Many of these victims represent the most vulnerable people on earth, including individuals with mental disabilities, children stolen from their homes, taken from their loving moms and dads, with very little chance of ever seeing their families again. Domestically, our own Department of Justice estimates that as many as 100,000 to 300,000 American children are in danger of being trafficked for commercial sex every year. Whether runaways or those kidnapped in our communities, our children are at risk of falling victim to determined criminal groups, violent gangs, and fear-mongering terror organizations. These children are then forced into sex or labor slavery, contributing to the second most profitable form of transnational crime. An America that leads understands that we must do everything in our power to protect the vulnerable populations these groups prey upon. Fortunately, the House has an opportunity today to stand together and pass these 5 bipartisan bills under consideration, along with others, hopefully later this year. These bills aim to protect and help domestic and international victims, capture their exploiters, and provide additional tools to prosecutors. We'll do all of this in pursuit of our ultimate goal of ending human trafficking both domestically and abroad. I want to thank not only Chairman Goodlatte, but Representatives Poe, Paulson, Wagner, Reichert, and Smith, as long as other colleagues on both sides of the aisle, for their commitments and efforts to push forward in this noble cause. I'd also like to thank, in addition to Chairman Goodlatte, Chairman Royce and Camp for all their work on the issue. So, Madam Speaker, let's pass this important legislation with bipartisan strength and show our constituents and the rest of the world that America chooses to lead this fight. I urge my colleagues to support today's bills, and I yield back.